Hello children, how are you all? Today in this class we shall discuss about your fifth lesson of EVS, flowers, colors. After studying this lesson you will be able to collect different kinds of flowers and discuss about their shape, color, petals and fragrance. You will identify the uses of flowers in daily life. You will recognize flowers printed on different objects, know the informal measurements used by florists and the cost of the flowers. So children, flowers are very beautiful to see and flowers will enrich the beauty of the nature. In many different seasons, we can see the different types of flowers in our nature. Basically, we have three seasons, that is summer, winter and rainy season. In those different seasons, we can see the different flowers blossom in the nature. For example, in summer season, we can see jasmine and sunflower and etc. other flowers. In rainy season, we can see dahlia and blossom flowers and some other different flowers. The first one is dahlia flower and the second one is blossom flower. Similarly, in winter season, we will see chrysanthemum and aster flowers. Dear children, we can see the flowers which grow on land and water also. Some flowers which grow on land are roses, hibiscus, marigold, jasmine, etc. These are the flowers which will grow on the land. We can see them on the lands. And some other flowers which also grow in the water. Those flowers are lotus, water lily, water poppy and etc. Here are some other water plants that are nymphea, vallisneria, water lily, trappa, hydrilla, lotus, water poppy. These are all the water plants which we can see in the water. These water plants or water flowers, they grow in the water. So children, now you get to know that. So which are the flowers which grow on land and which are the flowers which grow on water, and let us move to the uses of flowers. Uses of flowers are sources of medicine. Flowers are used for medicines. Many flowers are having medicinal values in them. So those flowers are used for medicines. For example, daylily, lavender, yarrow, hibiscus, cactus, etc. You may all very well know about the decorations. So the flowers are the main things in the decorations. We use flowers hugely to make decorations in the special occasions. So with the very good fragrances, flowers are used to prepare perfumes. Flowers are also used in cosmetics, and flowers are used to prepare dyes. For example, marigold and some other plants, they are used for preparing dyes, that means colors. And flowers are mainly used in worshipping of God. We all know that very well. And flowers are the sources of honey. Children, we all know that honeybees will give us honey, but where do they collect that honey? So honey is obtained by the nectar of the flowers. Honeybees collect this nectar. That means nectar means a sweet juice which is inside of the flower. Honeybees collect the nectar and store in their hives. So those nectars are collected in the beehives are used as honey. So and also flowers are used to prepare sweets called gulkand. So gulkand is a sweet which is used by the rose. Some other uses of flowers are also here. Flowers like marigold, zinnia, etc. are used for making colors. These are used to dye cloths. Some flowers are used for decoration purposes. Arnica flower is used in making lotions. The vanilla bean comes from an orchid. Kachnar, banana and sarjan are eaten as vegetables. Flowers are one of the most beautiful gifts given to us by nature. The different colors and beautiful fragrance of it is what makes flowers desirable to human beings. The beautiful fragrance that flower gives out gives a sense of freshness and peace to the human mind. In many religions across the world, certain types of flowers are used to worship gods and goddesses. Lotus is one such flower that is associated closely with Hinduism. Names of some common flowers we see around us are rose, jasmine, night queen, morning glory, marigold, dahlia, sunflowers, tulips, lily, lotus, chili flower, tulsi flower, ganneru, nandivardhan, daffodils, chrysanthemum, hibiscus, banana flower, etc. So children, I already told you that flowers enrich the beauty of the nature. That is why we should not pick the flowers from the plants. We may have seen the signboards that tells us don't pick flowers in the gardens, because so the flowers are very beautiful see in the plants, and those flowers will enrich the beauty of the nature. If we cut the flowers and if we pick the flowers, so the beauty will fade off. That's why the signboard tells us in the gardens don't pick flowers. We should not cut flowers in the gardens. So children, do you and your family members use flowers? Do you grow or buy the flowers used at home? So we buy flowers from the market which are used at our home. When we go to the market, we found florist. The florist means the person who sells flowers, who is called as florist. The florist sells flowers, and the stringed flowers we can see in the market are sold in the form of or in the measurement of cubits and yards. Cubit and yards are the informal measurements. Do you know about the cubit length and yard length? So the cubit and yards are informal measurements. So what is the meaning of cubit? Cubit means length from the tip of the middle finger to the elbow. So here we can see what is the meaning of a 1 cubit. 1 cubit is nothing but the length of 1 cubit is nothing but the length from the tip of the middle finger to the elbow. Okay. What is the meaning of yard? Yard is nothing but the length from the nose to the tip of the finger. Yard means length from the nose to the tip of the middle finger. So students, you have all seen how do the stringed flowers are measured in the market, but now you got to know what do we call for those measurements. Those measurements are called as cubit lengths and yard lengths. The cubit length is nothing but length from the tip of the middle finger to the elbow, and yard means length from the nose to the tip of the finger. This is how we get flowers are measured from the market. Using of these measurements are useful to the people who string flowers, sellers and buyers of flowers. Dear children, you can see the designs of flowers on different things also. So flowers inspire the painters. We can observe that the flowers are used in the designing of the clothes also. So we may have seen that many dresses of ours and some others are having the flower designs. Many things also get printed by the flowers. They are used to decorate the house. Flowers will enrich the beauty of our houses also when we use them. And you can also use flowers to decorate the things like for painting on pots, and you can draw the different types of flowers you like and color them with your choice of colors, and you can use papers to make flowers, and you can color with different vessels with designs of flowers and so many things. Do you know this, children? The flower of Rafflesia plant is the largest flower. Its circumference is 1 meter and it weighs 7 kg. I will show how do Rafflesia flower looks like. See children, this is the Rafflesia flower. Its circumference is 1 meter and it weighs 7 kg. But its seed is as small as a poppy seed. This flower has a very bad smell. But this flower is the largest flower. Here you can see the smallest water flower, that is Wolffia. This flower is called Wolffia. We can see this flower in the water. A number of Wolffia flowers can be placed on the tip of a needle. So this much small flower it is. So this flower is the smallest flower which grow in water. Lantana flower is one among the world's 15 most beautiful flowers. So here you can see how lantana flower looks. So these flowers are called lantana flowers. They are also very beautiful flowers. And this is one of the beautiful rose and which is liked by everyone. So this rose is not only used to prepare perfumes, and also it is used to prepare the sweet which is called Gulkand. So this is the sweet which is prepared by the rose petals, that is called Gulkand. Our Karnataka is a prominent state in the field of floriculture, that means growing of the flowers. It is called as floriculture. So, according to a report, 75% of the country's flowers are grown here. 75% of country's flowers are grown in Karnataka. The flowers of our country are exported to foreign countries also. So children, this is about today's class, that is flowers, colors. Thank you so much for watching.